be a part of a real and a great program that's going to impact me at my best ability. Yeah, I feel like I just don't want to play for clicks. I actually want to be involved with a great leading program.
Somebody replied in the comments, completely ratioed him. He got cooked in the All-American game, cooked by Travis Hunter, trucked by Dylan Edwards, and many more. I'm shocked they didn't kick him off the team by the end. The disrespect is real. He isn't D1 material. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What about that? Sheesh, we got some beef in the offseason. The second reason as to why I do not like this message that Mr. McClain put out here is the lack of gratitude, graciousness, whatever you want to call it, and the sense of entitlement I'm getting from the video. You guys have been blowing me up about this. Well, that might be over-exaggerating it, but I've had quite a few people send it to me, and I'm just going to start the video by saying this. Cormani McClain, my brother, I was trying my best to give you the benefit of the doubt. I really was. When you made your announcement that you're entering the transfer portal and you're leaving Colorado, everybody was throwing you under the bus, but I said, I understand he was having some off-the-field problems. He wasn't showing up to meetings, and he wasn't trying hard in practice. But maybe also the coaching staff, they're part of the blame for this. I said maybe, this is just a maybe, the coaching staff and him, they didn't get along, he got into the doghouse, and it just didn't work well together. I tried my absolute best to come up with some excuses for Mr. Cormani McClain here, and then he goes out here and does this. And the craziest part about this is he didn't even have to do it. It was over with. He could have left it in the past. But he has the nerve to come out here and throw shade at Colorado, more importantly, Coach Prime? And my biggest question is why? Why do you do this? What do you get out of it? And another thing that kills me is the lack of gratitude. And by the way, we're not doing no intro, none of that. You know how it goes. We're a college football channel. You like college football, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. It is what it is. We're getting straight into this. I don't got time to waste, and you got time to waste either. Before we get into this video that Cormani McClain has released to the public, I got to give you some context because I know a lot of people, you know what's going on, and you've been following the videos closely. I greatly appreciate y'all. But remember, we have new people coming to the channel every single day. But, and I have a really big but, you better believe this, in fairness to all the people that have been watching the videos and keeping up with this situation closely, I'm not giving you all the details, but I will give you a brief summary of what has led us up until this point. If you want more details, it's as simple as this. Go watch some of the previous videos. But all you need to know is, coming out of high school, Cormani McClain was one of the most sought-after recruits in the nation, 5-star recruit, yada, 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 all that good stuff. He winds up deciding to go to Colorado, and it looks like he's going to be a starter from day one. Why? Because Colorado sucks, and he's a 5-star recruit. The season rolls around, the first couple of games, things are going great for Colorado. They start out 3-0, but there's no Cormani McClain. We're not seeing him in action. That then led to some of the people in the media asking Coach Prime, well, hey, Coach, where's Cormani McClain at? Why is he not playing? That led to Coach Prime coming out, being blunt and harsh like he is, saying, oh yeah, if Cormani McClain wants to play, it's up to Cormani McClain. He's not showing up to meetings, and he's not working hard, and he's not ready. A couple weeks go by, Cormani, he turns it around, and he gets put into some live game action, and it probably would have been better if he didn't get put into the game because he got strep exposed. He looked awful out there. And my whole theory behind Coach Prime even putting him in these games is just to prove a point to us, the media, and everybody else, he wasn't ready. Fast forward in time to a few days ago when the transfer portal reopened up for the spring circuit, he enters it. And yeah, here we are. I tried to sum that up as quickly as I could without boring the people who already know the story and the situation. At this point in time, Cormani McClain in Colorado, you don't gotta be a rocket scientist to figure this out. There's some turmoil. There's some lost love there. And I'm going to give all of our viewers a ton of credit. Matter of fact, I'm going to clap it up to you guys because me, myself, I was trying to be optimistic, take up for Cormani. And I was like, well, yeah, I know he had his problems at Colorado, but maybe, like I said in the intro, the coaching staff, they didn't develop him correctly or something like that. Something went on with the coaching staff behind the scenes. It wasn't just all on Cormani. And I don't think it was unreasonable for me to state that because we've seen a lot of Colorado players leave at this point in time. 17 have left in the past 5 or 6 days. But everybody in the comment section, you try to tell me, no, Matt, you're off on this one. It's all Cormani's fault. He's late to meetings. He doesn't work hard, etc., etc. And to tell you the truth, I didn't think we'd talk about this McClain situation anymore. But earlier today, or actually, my apologies, I believe it was late last night, he uploaded a YouTube video. And in this video, he states, as you can see right here on this Twitter account, and I'm going to give you some more context here. I haven't even seen this video. I'm saving my reaction for it for this video. But apparently, he stated he wants to play for a real program, and he does not want to play for clicks. I'm sure many of you have already seen this, but if you haven't seen it, you're going to see it with me for the first time. If those words actually came out of his mouth, I'm going to be extremely disappointed in him. Before we check on the video, though, let me add this. Colorado, this isn't new. They're a polarizing team. You're either a fan of Deion Sanders in Colorado and you love them, or you're the complete opposite. You hate him. There's no middle ground. You either love Coach Prime and all of his antics, or you think Colorado is a social media circus. I say that to say this. I know the haters of Coach Prime in Colorado are going to say this in the comment section. Well, Matt, is he wrong for saying they're not a real program? Is he wrong for saying he doesn't want to play for clicks and views? Because that's what Colorado does. But that's not the point. If he said this, which we're about to check out the video in just a second here, the problem I have with this is even if you believe that, Mr. Cormani McClain, you don't come out and say it. This is the equivalent to seeing a fat person in Walmart or Publix and going up to him and saying, dang, you're really fat, dude. You need to lose some weight. Yeah, that may be true, but you just don't do that. Same thing here. I need some more context, though, before we even talk about this, because I don't even know if he said that. Maybe this Twitter account or maybe some of these other Twitter accounts tweeting it, they're taking the quote out of context, but let's check it out. And I'm not even going to use the Twitter clips that people use. I'm going straight to Cormani's YouTube channel because that's where he posted this, I believe. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. Oh, did he delete the video? Hold on. I think he deleted it. Oh, no, he didn't delete the video. I just couldn't see it. Here it is. Cormani McClain, Next Step. His YouTube channel is his name, so feel free to check him out. But yeah, let's see what he's got to say here.
First, we're going to start off from these Q&A questions that you guys sent over from Instagram. And we're going to start the vid from there. First question, what are some things you're looking forward to at your next place? What are some things you're looking forward to at your next place? I'm just ready to bring the old version of me out and change the narrative of everyone's thinking on my name.
I'm sorry, did he say everyone's stinking on his name? I've never heard that before. But it is kind of interesting that he's so infatuated with what other people got to say about him and other people's opinions about him. I don't even understand why he cares.
Be a part of a real and a great program that's going to impact me.
Oh, okay. There it is. Be a part of a real and great program. Hold on, I got to run that back.
Be a part of a real and a great program that's going to impact me at my best ability. And yeah, ready to get to a new place and get to work.
Huh. You know, I don't think this is taken out of context here. He stated it clear as day. I want to be a part of a real and great program. Yeah, I most definitely think he's throwing some shade towards Deion Sanders in Colorado there. Look, I'm going to say this again. Whether or not you believe Colorado is a quote-unquote real and great program, that is besides the point. The whole point is Cormani McClain is throwing Deion in Colorado under the bus when they've been nothing but great to him. Deion came out and stated, heck, we watched an interview of him a couple days ago. I thought it was 3 days ago, but it was only 2 days ago, where he stated, hey, it just didn't work out with Cormani, and I'm wishing the best of luck, and I want to see him succeed. And that's why I love Coach Prime. Don't get me wrong. I've disagreed with Coach Prime doing some certain things and saying things. For example, last year, I can't remember what game it was, but he called out the offensive line right after the game, and I called him out for it on my channel. But the way Coach Prime handled the McClain situation, I thought it was great. Let's continue along here, though. Let's see what more he's got to say.
Second question, what's your biggest impact right now? I would say staying on top of school. You got to make sure your grades, everything's great in the transfer portal. I don't know why everybody say the school part about me. I got A's and B's, so it's never the school part, just to clear that up with you guys.
Come on, man. You know what I'm about to say next. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. How many of you actually believe McClain here has got A's and B's? Just let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, you already know. No hard feelings. Some people just gotta take a step back from things sometimes. Certain people, you know. Yeah, I feel like I just don't want to play for clicks. I actually want to be involved with a great leading program.
Hold on. What did he say there? I couldn't hear him. Like, speak up, Cormani. You got your head down, look into the camera and speak up.
Yeah, I feel like I just don't want to play for clicks. I actually want to be involved with a great leading program that's going to develop players.
Oh, okay. He said, and I couldn't understand him. He had his head down mumbling. He stated, I just don't want to play for the clicks. I want to play for a great leading program. And he also added at the end there that's going to develop players. I guess that's not taken out of context either. He just straight up said it. Here's my thing with that. Am I going to sit up here and try to act like for even a split second Colorado has the best coaching staff and they're the best team in college football history or currently in college football at developing players or talent? Absolutely not. They're not even close to the best. They might not even be in the top 30 or 40. However, with that being said, I most certainly don't think they're the worst, especially when it comes to defensive backs like Travis Hunter. At the end of the day, though, it comes down to this for me. Whether Colorado has a great coaching staff, that's besides the point. If you're great and you have a great work ethic as well, like Caleb Downs, like Travis Hunter. Enough people don't talk about Travis Hunter's work ethic. It's unreal. If you do all those things, you check off all the boxes, on and off the field, you are going to play. Period. The end. This isn't middle school JV or high school football, okay? There is no favoritism. These coaches' jobs and livelihoods are on the line. And if they think a player like Cormani McClain can improve their team and help them win games, they're going to put them on the field. I've seen cases where in high school there's favoritism and a certain kid probably should be playing and he's not playing, but at the college level, that rarely, if ever, happens. We saw it last year. Colorado had one of, if not the worst defenses in the nation. So you don't think if Coach Prime thought Cormani McClain could help him a little bit, he wouldn't put him out there? Come on, man.
With that being said, that'll wrap up all the questions asked from you guys. Appreciate everyone for sticking around.
All right, that's really the end of the video. He only did this question and answer thing for about 1 minute and 50 seconds. The rest of the 13-minute or 15-minute video is just him working out. But it's besides the point, too. The whole point of all of this is he's throwing some shade towards Colorado and Coach Prime. Oh, why don't you check this out in the comment section. Here's where things get a little spicy. Cormani McClain pinned this comment. I don't blame you for leaving that program. It seems like Coach only concerned in his, Sons, and Travis, and I wish you the best on your journey. So if I replied in the comments, completely ratioed him. He got cooked in the All-American game, cooked by Travis Hunter, trucked by Dylan Edwards, and many more. I'm shocked they didn't kick him off the team by the end. The disrespect is real. He isn't D1 material. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What about that? Sheesh. We got some beef in the offseason. Calling it now, this pinned comment is going to cause so much more drama, LOL. The media is about to run with it. I guess you're talking about me here, but I wouldn't say we're running with this. We're just talking about it. Lexi stated, not watching film and missing meetings, getting into car accidents because of speeding and bringing bad press to the school. I didn't hear anything about that. And potential liability to yourself. All on Coach Prime though, right? LOL. Hold yourself to some accountability. You still working out with the same weights as last year. Who fought? All right, let me lock in. Sorry. Matt, lock in. My bad. Throwing up every practice because you was out of shape. You running the wrong coverages, and the out for clicks comment when Bucky, the only reason you got this YouTube channel. Man up, move on, and go have a great year. By the way, shout out to Bucky. That's my guy. Shout out to Well Off Media. Quote unquote, I don't want to play for clicks, but let me make a video talking about my portal entry and make sure not to forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your whole recruitment contradicts everything you're saying. That victim mentality ain't going to get you nowhere, dog. Wow. What a great comment. I got to clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. What a great comment and a great point. I didn't even think about that. I wasn't even going to touch on that, but I'm glad they brought it up. That is pretty ironic now that I think about it because, yeah, he was the one who had this huge recruitment process, made a big deal about it, and now here he is. Oh, I don't want to play for clicks and views. Well, you're posting YouTube videos about what's going on. That's clicks and views, man. If he wasn't about the clicks, right, quote unquote, you wouldn't be posting this video. You'd be doing all this silently. We'll go with one more comment here, and I want to see what people are saying on Twitter outside of this comment section. Lil Mark said, you failed to mention the lack of film study, not showing up to meetings, self-reflection, young man. Stop blaming everyone and look within. Whoever is advising you to post and make these videos is leading you down the wrong path, Jit. Before we check out some of these Twitter comments, let me give you my thoughts on this whole YouTube video, what we just watched. I don't like it for two reasons. Number one, you're burning bridges, and if I could give any advice to anybody watching this video, never burn bridges. I don't care what happens. I don't care how mad you get at somebody or at something they did. Do not burn the bridge. Trust me. You never know what path this thing we call life is going to take us down and whenever you're going to need that same person later in this life. It could be 5 months, it could be 5 years, or it could be 15 years. You might need them again for something. People in this life, they're going to screw you over. That's a certain. I can promise you that. But do not burn the bridge. I don't care what they do to you. And you may never, ever, 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 ever need the bridge again, but you might. And I know some people are going to say, well, Matt, it doesn't really matter if he burns the bridge with Deion Sanders because he's never going to go back and play for him. Now, but here's the thing, especially with college football, you don't know that because somehow, some way, if Cormani McClain enters the transfer portal next year or something happens and he ends up at Florida State, Miami, wherever, and let's say Coach Prime, he also ends up there somehow, some way, it's going to be bad blood. That wasn't a good way of explaining it. Let me dumb it down even more. Let's say it's 2 years from now and McClain, he enters a portal again and he wants to go to, I don't know, let's say, like I said, we'll say Florida State. Well, what if in 2 years, Coach Prime, he's a defensive coordinator or a DB coach at Florida State? Well, now he's not going to be able to go there or not want to go there because Coach Prime's there. The second reason as to why I do not like this message that Mr. McClain put out here is the lack of gratitude, graciousness, whatever you want to call it, and the sense of entitlement I'm getting from the video. Not once in that video did he thank Colorado, the coaching staff, Coach Prime, or anybody. And why that is such a big deal to me is because it shows a lot of immaturity and a lack of professionalism. We'll use his former teammate as an example, Travis Hunter. Do you think Travis Hunter would ever post a video like this? No. He is such a respectable, admirable, and great young man. He is always going to take the high road. And this is a great example because what we saw in today's video is a difference from winners and losers. Winners always, even if it's not their fault, they always take accountability and they blame themselves. Always. If Deion Sanders benched Travis Hunter to start the season for 4 to 5 games, even if Travis Hunter thought it was unfair, I guarantee you he would blame himself and he would make a video stating, you know what, it's on me. I wasn't working hard enough. And that's the difference. That's what winners do. They take accountability and it's always their fault. However, losers in this life, and I'm sure you know a lot of people like this, they love playing victim. It's always everybody else's fault. It's never their fault. If they're late to a meeting, it's, well, coach, the traffic was bad this morning. My alarm clock didn't go off. It's never, well, you know what? Maybe I should have got up earlier. It's never that. The lack of gratitude, and I didn't even know. Apparently, somebody in the comment section said, we read off the comment, that Bucky, Well Off Media, he helped Cormani start his YouTube channel? You didn't even thank Bucky for helping you with that? That is blasphemous to me. That is ridiculous. We're not even talking about football at this point. We're talking about just being a good person. If somebody helps you start up a YouTube channel that can potentially generate you some revenue, some money in your pockets, you better be thanking them. I'm going to continue to say the lack of gratitude. It wouldn't hurt you whatsoever to say in this 2 or 3 minute video, oh yeah, by the way, I know things, they didn't work out, but shout out to Bucky for helping me with this channel. And maybe the reason I feel so passionate about this is because Bucky, he is gracious enough to allow us on this channel in our community to use some of his footage in the background that you see right here. For those of you who don't know, copyright is a very big thing on YouTube, and it's a reason you never see me use college football highlights. It's because you can. The NCAA, they own the Copyright Act. And I'm sure Bucky doesn't even think about it twice, but to me, I appreciate him so much that he allows us to use this footage because it makes the videos 10 times better. As always, I'm going to leave a link to Bucky's channel down below. If you like Colorado content or college football content in general, go check it out. I'm sure you'd like it over there. And if something happens in a couple of months or so and Bucky's like, you know what? I don't want you using my footage anymore, Matt. I wouldn't even be upset about it. I would just be happy he allowed me to use it for all the times we have. And I share that with you because it goes hand in hand with what happened here. If something happened where Bucky decided he didn't want us using his footage anymore, there's 2 ways we could respond to it. Way number 1 is I could be upset, say, you know what, I don't know why Bucky's doing this. He snaked me over, yada, 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 etc., etc. Or way number 2 is I can say, you know what, I understand it. It's his video footage. He owns the rights to it. And I'm just grateful he allowed us to use it in the first place. I don't know Cormani McClain personally. I don't know who's in his ear. I don't know who's giving him advice. But whoever it is, he needs to get away from them. And he needs to stop listening to them. And maybe nobody's giving him advice. And that's also a problem. But he needs a mentor. He needs somebody to help him out. It's not a good look whatsoever. I could go on and on. This situation is extremely fascinating to me. But we'll end it off here. Let me know your thoughts down below. But Robin...